In the tranquil kingdom of Leora, where rivers glimmered like silver ribbons and meadows stretched beyond sight, there lived a queen named Isolde. Unlike many rulers who relied on armies or gold, Isolde ruled with her heart, believing that true strength lay in understanding, compassion, and moral conviction. Her castle rose from the crest of a hill, its spires reflecting the soft dawn light, while within its walls, servants, nobles, and travelers found her wisdom and grace unmatched. From her earliest days as queen, Isolde had shown a remarkable sense of fairness. She spent mornings walking among the villagers, listening to their troubles, helping to mend disputes, and sharing counsel. Unlike her husband, who preferred strategy and diplomacy in council chambers, Isolde felt that a kingdom thrived when the hearts of its people were nurtured as tenderly as its lands. One spring, a messenger arrived bearing troubling news. The northern provinces had suffered a devastating flood, destroying homes, washing away fields, and leaving families destitute. Isolde's advisors urged caution. "We must preserve the treasury," said one. "Sending too much aid could leave the kingdom vulnerable." Isolde listened, but her heart knew a different path. "A queen's treasure is her people," she said. "If we guard wealth while others suffer, what crown sits rightly on my head?" She immediately organized relief. Her ladies-in-waiting helped sort grain, blankets, and clothing, while she personally rode to the villages. The journey was long and treacherous. Muddy roads, swollen rivers, and wind-lashed meadows tested both her resolve and stamina. Yet she pressed onward, stopping to comfort a grieving mother, help a boy rebuild a small boat, and encourage villagers to work together to save what they could. News of Isolde's deeds spread throughout Leora. People marveled not at her beauty or crown, but at the unwavering moral light she carried. Even nobles who had once doubted her influence began to respect the depth of her heart. During her travels, Isolde discovered a small orphaned girl huddled beneath a fallen tree, her eyes wide with fear. Without hesitation, Isolde lifted her into her arms and carried her to safety. She taught the girl to read and care for the wounded animals left stranded by the flood. The villagers named the child Leora's Light, in honor of the queen who had saved her. Months passed, and though rebuilding was arduous, the northern provinces began to recover. Isolde continued to ensure fairness, mediating disputes, providing guidance for the reconstruction, and insisting that all receive equal aid. Her calm, steady presence inspired cooperation and unity. Farmers worked side by side, children learned new skills, and even merchants adopted her principles of fairness and honesty. But the queen's test was not yet complete. One evening, while walking along the cliffside gardens, Isolde overheard whispers of betrayal. A trusted noble plan to exploit the flood's chaos to seize land and power. Many urged her to act with force or secrecy. But Isolde believed the true measure of moral leadership was transparency. She summoned the noble to the gardens, where lanterns glowed softly among flowering vines, and spoke quietly but firmly. "Power without conscience is empty. Your plans endanger not only the people, but the honor you claim. Choose rightly, or the path you tread will close upon itself." The noble, moved by her calm authority, abandoned his scheme. Isolde's courage had not come with sword or threat, but with unwavering moral clarity. Seasons changed. Flowers bloomed, fields ripened, and the kingdom flourished under her guidance. Villagers learned that integrity and compassion were not weaknesses but strengths, and they followed her example. Children practiced honesty, traders kept promises, and leaders across Leora sought her counsel for guidance in difficult choices. As years passed, Queen Isolde aged gracefully. Her hair silvered at the temples, and fine lines marked her serene face, but her eyes retained the radiant kindness and wisdom that had guided a kingdom. Every evening she walked through the castle halls, offering a listening ear to those who sought counsel, and teaching that moral conviction, even when difficult, was the most enduring legacy one could leave. On the night of the Midsummer Festival, the people gathered in the main square. Lanterns floated above the crowd, and music drifted on the warm evening air. Children carried small bouquets of wildflowers, placing them at the base of a statue erected in honor of the queen. The statue depicted Isolde standing with one hand extended, the other holding a book of laws, her gaze calm yet commanding, a reminder that morality and wisdom can shine brighter than any crown or jewel. Queen Isolde watched from the balcony above. Her heart swelled not with pride, but with quiet fulfillment. She had led with courage, guided with conscience, and touched the lives of every person in her kingdom. She had proven that a ruler's true power comes not from armies, gold, or fear, but from unwavering moral conviction and the gentle strength of a compassionate heart. In the years that followed, bards sang songs of Isolde's deeds, how a queen, through quiet courage and moral clarity, transformed a kingdom in need. Parents told children of her example, teaching that honesty, kindness, and integrity are gifts more valuable than any treasure. And though the queen eventually passed into legend, her light continued to illuminate Valemere, guiding hearts toward fairness, empathy, and virtue.